Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of those Quick Dwarf Fortress tutorials. In this video we're going to be talking about the things that happen when dwarves die. They come back as ghosts, and we need to prevent this. They have a tendency to haunt and terrorize and damage dwarves that are still living, so you do definitely want to deal with your dead quickly. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a coffin to bury this dwarf in. We could also make a slab if we couldn't find the body. So for this video we're going to be queuing up a coffin as well as a slab. So once both of these are done, we're going to cover both methods. Now keep in mind you only need to do the slab one if for some reason you no longer have access to the body. Maybe it got burned, maybe you just didn't notice it for a really long time and it's at the bottom of a waterfall and you're too lazy to get it out. Perhaps it's stuck in a tower somewhere because they locked themselves in and starved to death. So now what we're going to do is we're going to dig them a small little space into a wall. This can be made by you or just naturally found, but it needs to be a little space underground. Then what we're going to do, or inside of a building alternatively, then we're going to place a door on front of it, and then we're going to take our sarcophagus and place it in the room. Now the reason I put a door on this is so that we can use a secondary function. Perhaps we want to queue up multiple coffins, and then we want to do more of these at once. So the way this works, you go to the zone tool, and then from there you go to the tomb. By default, you can simply make individual tombs by drawing on them and then clicking its accept in between. So one tomb right here, one tomb right here. Alternatively, what we could do is we could delete both of these, and then I could use the multi-tomb option by clicking this button and then clicking and dragging. This automatically creates two tombs because it recognizes that there's doors on them and coffins inside. And then the dwarf, as you can see, has already been buried. Rest in peace, Cog. Now, if we were to also, once again, not have access to the body, then we could take our slab right here that was made over at the stoneworker shop, and we can add another task and click Engraved Memorial. Here, we can memorialize the dwarfs whose body we haven't been able to get so far. As you can see, it says Entombed. Some of the more watchful of you in these series may have noticed that in the Fortress of Well Even, one dwarf died. It was a very unfortunate situation with honey badgers. Anyway, I'm going to now click on this and engrave it for Stakkud, the other deceased dwarf. Now, as you can see, there is a memorial to Stakkud, and we're going to go down here by our little tomb area, and we are going to click on slab, and we are going to place it. And as you can see, if I click this little down arrow, then it'll say that it's a memorial to this dwarf. If you have multiple slabs, it will give you a whole list, so just make sure you select the right one. The dwarf then comes in and memorializes the dwarf, and there's no chance of ghost spawning. Thank you very much for watching this full, complete guide on tombs and memorials. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more like it, I do have a whole ton on this YouTube channel. And if you'd like to see more longer Let's Plays, I have stuff like that as well as VODs from me on Twitch. If you would like to watch me live, you can find me at twitch.tv/BLINDIRL. And thank you very much to everybody who's jumped on the Patreon recently. Cheers, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.